Shelley Davies is a university graduate professional organizer who loves garage sales. However, she is more of a bargain hunter than a collector of stuff. Her job is to help people get rid of clutter. Apparently, hoarders have way too much Tupperware, way too many batteries, and lots of unmatched socks, not to mention the hangers. It's my pleasure to welcome Shelley Davies to Studio 4 to tell us more. Nice to meet you.
Nice to be here. Thank you so much.
And you're also a triathlete.
Yes.
And a cancer survivor. Congratulations on that
Thank you.
one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the clutter job, when did you decide it was fun to organize?
I've always had the mind for it. I just didn't realize it. I worked in companies where I was organizing paperwork, etc., operational things. And then about 10 years ago, before everybody got on the bandwagon and had the TV shows, I said to my husband, I think there's a job out there for me. And he was like, no, no, no. So I put together my business plan when I was pregnant with my son and proposed it to him and said, I do believe that there's work here in Vancouver and there's lots of work. So.
And when you started, what surprised you about people who live in clutter, love clutter, hate clutter, but don't do anything about it? Were you surprised by how many
Yes.
of us do that?
Yes. I was surprised by how many, but I was surprised how bad had it gotten for some people, because I think part of it is people give up. And they're highly capable, intelligent, busy people, and life is so busy that they had given up. So I get the call usually when they're like, okay, I'm drowning. So there's usually four reasons. There's too much stuff. There's space limitations or space changes. They have no system of flow, which is important, so because we keep bringing things into our homes, but unless you're taking them out at the same time, it just builds. And then the last one is usually a lifestyle change. So that could be your boyfriend moves in, which is usually the challenging situation.
His stuff.
Yes, you downsize. There's a death in the family, so you're having to deal with other people's things. Or you're having a baby, which is a wonderful thing, but all of a sudden you need a room and all the stuff that goes with having a kid. So there's lots of reasons.
And some of us, like myself, if you walked in, you wouldn't know. But if I allowed you in the closet,
yes.
or I have one other room, I don't have a lot of storage, so I have one room that we just call the ugly room, and it's horrendous.
Yeah, that is very common. I've walked into clients' homes and gone, okay, why am I here? It's beautiful, it's lovely, but it is. It's what's behind the door sometimes, and sometimes it's how the flow is, how the room is set up. It's not working.
Right.
I throw everything up in the air and go, okay, you've built your spaces this way, and it's kind of working, not working. You've got some hidden things, but let's get it all working. So we reformat, we move furniture, we organize that ugly room of yours. We go in and we tackle it, and then the people feel way much better.
And what questions do you ask someone? You pick something up. I don't know exactly how it works, but you pick something up and you say, do you need this?
No. So
is it beautiful?
Do you love it is the first question. And if someone says, oh, I love it, I love those black pair of pants. Next question is, do you wear them? Well, no, I never wear them. Well, why don't you wear them? Because they don't fit. So you love them, but they don't fit.
But I'm going to lose weight.
Exactly. So organizing is about living in the moment, because cancer survivor to cancer survivor, you live in the moment and you want to have the things around you that you love. So if you love it, it fits, it works. There's so many people with things in their homes that it just needs that one more screw, but it's taking up real estate. It's just, it's never going to happen. We're too busy to fix it. So get it out, buy yourself a new one. Just really live in the moment and deal with things. So do you love it? Does it fit? Could you get it elsewhere? So books, people say magazines. Oh, I can't get rid of a book. Well, there's libraries, online. We have access to so many avenues.
Sure, but there's stuff. Memories, and somebody gave you the book, or in my case, many people have signed the book to me. The author signed the book to me, and way in the back of my mind, I think, gee, first edition, signed by Salman Rushdie, I better keep this one.
Okay, so sometimes you have to be selfish, and sometimes organizing is just about you. So it doesn't always matter who gave it to you. If you're never going to do anything with it, or if it's hidden in some dusty corner of your study, you're not honoring it. You're not cherishing that writer who signed the book. So really pick the things that bring happiness to your life, and that you want to look at it and smile and go, wow, I met that man, he was wonderful. But the other stuff is just stuff.
Well, and you know, if it's War and Peace, and you have to read it again and again to remember, or, you know, or one day you say, one day I'll reread War and Peace. That's one thing.
But we have
if
Kindle
it's not, oh, we have Kindle, of course.
Yeah, so that takes a lot less space.
And iPads and all of that, it takes a lot less space.
And it's not dusty.
It's not dusty. Maybe if you have an old set of encyclopedias.
I've got rid of quite a few of those.
Well, you know what happens? You know, you say, when I was a kid, I read World Book every day. When I was a kid, I read Book of Knowledge every day. I can't bear to let it go, even though the knowledge in the Book of Knowledge is antiquated.
Exactly. Because if you want to learn something, what do we do these days?
Google. Let's take a look of some of the spaces you have worked in with people who I assume are mostly resistant, or are they relieved?
No. Usually when I get the call, they're like, please help.
Yeah,
and then
at
the end, they're like, wow, you've changed how I think, how I look at things, how my space works, how my family enjoys it now.
Do men let you throw away more than women, or have you noticed?
Men are decision makers. So the definition of clutter is delayed decision making. Women have difficulty sometimes making decisions, especially with clothes. Men, they're like, they're not, there's no emotional attachment for men.
Linear.
Yeah, well, but don't touch their clickers or anything to do with their computer.
But what if it's that band saw? Or, you know, their special tool.
Yes, yes.
Then they may be a little funny. Or how about that car?
But when was the last time you used it? Does it work? So you start asking the questions, and then they start to go, okay, you're right. I never use it anymore. I'm never going to build a house. So there's ways of coaching people to making those tough decisions.
But I may buy some wrecked property and need
Live
that.
in the future, though. That could be 5 years down the road.
So in the now. Okay. Less is more in the now.
Yeah.
And there's an old metaphysical principle, which you know well, I'm sure. If you clean out your clutter, you will clean out your life.
Correct.
And new things will come in. Maybe new people, even. I know it's a little woo-woo.
No.
But there is a principle.
A lot of people, some of the people who've had the emotional lifestyle change is a divorce. So they're ready to clear out the past.
Right.
And their goal is exactly that, to create a new space, create a new energy for themselves so they can welcome in those things, because it's about letting go.
Well, when you do it, it does feel good.
Oh.
You know, if you root out everything and call the Salvation Army or haul it out, it does feel good. You walk in, you're quite proud of yourself.
Yes, yes. And you just feel lighter and happy, and you're happy to walk in your home, and you've done it.
Yes. And see, I hate doing it.
Most people do.
I just hate it.
That's why I have a job.
I'm sure. Because I have a friend who loves doing it.
Yeah.
You know, she just loves it. And I think, ooh, let's go golfing. And she'll say, no, I'm cleaning my closet. I said, well, ooh.
But see, I'm that person. I love to putter and clean and tidy
and alphabetize and put things in boxes. Not that bad.
Yeah,
okay.
Perfection.
So in a garage. Garages are always a popular summer project.
Yes. And
we have
probably
two before and afters in the garage.
Probably 75% of garages don't have cars in them because they've been used
There's
as
no
the
room.
store. There's no room. Probably 95% of two-car garages only have one car in. So this was a family who had 3 children, lots and lots and lots of Easter and Christmas, and the mom had said to me when she called me, I didn't get the stockings out this year because I couldn't find them. So we needed to get it all together and start the process of organizing the space.
And do you know about tax returns and all of that? Because it's a puzzle as to how long we should keep things, and will the tax department call me one day and arrest me?
Yes.
You know?
So there's timelines for everything, and that's part of the reason why so many offices are full of stuff, because people are just scared to let go of things. So I'll work through that timeline, create systems that allow them to easily roll over when the new year hits, so they can just move things on.
So tax returns you have to keep how long? 5 years?
7 years is
7 years.
Yeah, 7 years is the safe year.
But where are they?
Well, the stuff with tax
That's half
returns,
the problem.
Income tax returns keep forever. It's the stuff like the bills and the receipts and all that can be minimized.
That can be
down,
gone, and shredded if you're private.
But your actual returns need to stay with you.
Okay, so to clean out an office, you can shred things if you're worried about privacy.
Privacy, you can recycle. There's always less to recycle. Pull your name off everything and shred.
Right. Tricks in the clothes closet.
Tricks in the
How
clothes
to organize
closet.
clothes.
People are very...
Hangers.
Yes. Looking at hangers, you're best to go with one type of hanger. It creates consistency. You're not looking at all this jumble of stuff. You're looking at the actual clothes in the closet. You want everything visual, so you want to be able to walk in and go, okay, I'm at the store, I'm going to pull my pants today, they're all together. So categorizing, you put your pants together, your shirts together, your dresses together, then you go into each section, color code them.
Right.
So you go from the grays to the blacks to the browns. So then it's very simple. Shirts are from long sleeve to like a tank top. You want it really simple. Organization is about simplifying your life and making it easier.
Do you have summer closet, winter closet, or do you keep it all together?
It depends what size we're talking about. Like a lot of people in condos in Vancouver.
Condoms are good too.
Condoms are good too. They don't have the space, so we're talking about secondary storage in secret places. Yeah.
Sure, because you say I could take this to the garage, but it will smell.
Exactly. Exactly. So there's ways. There's vacuum bags. You can sometimes just switch up closets in your house. So you could have a closet down the hall in a way that has your evening attire, your winter coats that you can keep protected and keep safe.
And you help people buy in small spaces furniture. You go there?
Yes, I'll go with them, and we'll plan a space. We'll talk about what they like, what they need, and then we'll give options. Sometimes I'll go shopping with them. A lot of times I will do that, and we'll sit and we'll decide, because a lot of people just don't know what to buy.
Right. And how do you recycle all of the stuff? So you come to my house, I give you a lot of clothes, maybe even an old cheerleading skirt. Not sure if I can let that go.
That we give to the man who's following me, who's got the historical outfits behind me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Of course we do.
Yes.
I've given him a pair of shoes.
Oh, have you? There?
Yes, he has my Mod Frisons.
So you define what you have. So some things, the first question I ask people is, what charities are you involved in? What's important to you? Is it women's health? Is it children's? Is it the East Side? Is it whatever they're involved? So we set up that relationship. So I take things that people are willing to donate to those places.
Great, you do it?
Yes, I do it. It's because if I don't take it out the door, when I come back, the big piles are sitting there, and that's not success for the client. That's like,
see, if they miss it, then it's not a good thing. But I find when I toss, I really don't miss it. I forgot I even had it.
Exactly. I do hang on to things, yes. When I take things out of people's homes, I hang on for 24 hours, just in case you do want that cheerleading outfit back. So I hang on, and there's Craigslist. I sell a lot of my clients things through a person I use.
Dress for Success?
Dress for Success, absolutely. I use them all the time, which is a great. So there's lots of, depending what the client wants.
Right.
Sometimes people want to sell, some people just want to make a difference.
Right, because you really don't need your wedding dress, especially if you have no children who are going to wear it.
Exactly. So take a picture.
And the marriage didn't work out.
Well, I've booted a few out the door with a few clients. Yeah, it was very, very liberating.
Who are you keeping this for?
Exactly.
But you know, so you'll hear this excuse, I'm sure, because I thought I would make bed pillows out of it.
Yeah.
One day I'm going to
make something out of it. So how long has that fabric been sitting in your closet, Fanny?
Too long.
When do you think the next time you'll be able to sit down and get your sewing machine out? So once again, back to the future.
If I did, nothing would happen. So I can't do that. I'd have to farm it out. By the time I made the pillow, it'd be so expensive.
Exactly. And it's a time thing. People, you have to be really realistic about your time.
Yes.
Organizing takes time. Getting your life in order takes time. So if you haven't made that pillow and the fabric's been there for 3 years, you're not going to make it.
Sure.
And when you do, you're probably going to like different fabric. So treat yourself.
Well, I bet at your house you get dressed quickly.
Yes.
And you pack quickly because you can find things. You see, my wardrobe is pretty much black or white. So black is tough because you're thinking, I've got 10 black shirts.
Exactly.
Where's the one I need?
But there's where less is more. Maybe to really narrow it down to the ones you love. So you know, and everyone has a different detail. So it's not just 7 pairs of black pants. It's 7 pairs of really wonderful black pants that fit you well, and one has this and one has that and one has that. So.
If you buy designer clothing, are people more resistant to throwing out a Gucci or an Armani?
When they get in the mode of letting go, they're going to let go of whatever. Once people kick into the mode and you start to realize, like, wow, this feels good. I really don't need this.
Are most people embarrassed?
I would say initially when I show up, because I think they believe I'm going to judge them, and I'm not. I'm 3 steps down the road. I'm figuring out what needs to go, how we're going to do the process. So I don't even see. I'm problem solving. And
sure.
so I think they say on average it takes 6 months for a person, once they get my card or an organizer's card, to call, because they got to gear up for it. And it's a lot of people will say as soon as I walk in, I didn't tidy
like
up.
the
And I'm
dentist.
like, good. I don't want you to tidy up. I want to see real life. I want to see what it's about, because then you can figure out what's not working, why it's not working,
Sure.
and how we're going to fix it.
Bookshelf, we talked about the before and after on the bookshelf. You have to get rid of some books, obviously, but also organizing the books. Isn't that great if you can actually find the book?
Put your health books with your health books. From a design point of view, a lot of people are actually going to coloring, meaning putting all your pink books together if you want that kind of look, if your bookshelf's in an area, that's important. But to do it by category, so you know when you want to go get your Italy book, it's in the section with all your travel books.
Or your dictionary, or your fashion book, or your
and like the picture
War and
showed,
Peace.
bookshelves don't just need to be books. You can have beautiful, cherishing things within the bookshelf.
So they're attractive.
Yeah.
If you don't have a library in your mansion.
Exactly.
If you have a library in your
Then you're
mansion,
lucky,
that's
yes,
different. But
yes.
they make such beautiful boxes today, really gorgeous boxes.
Unbelievable things. Unbelievable. Biggest mistake, though, people make is they go out and buy all the boxes before I get there. And until you figure out your true inventory of how many socks you're going to have or how many tools you're going to have, hang on to that. That's 3 steps down. But there's such beautiful things to keep things organized.
And see-through tubs. I noticed you had see-through tubs, so you don't have to open the lid to see what's in. You say, oh,
exactly.
you know, that's Christmas. And do you label
Everything, yeah. So anywhere that it's a storage room, using see-through tubs will allow you to see what's in there quickly, read the label what's quickly, and not be hunting.
Okay, and makeup stations, well, that's into the bathroom.
Yes.
Do you do medicine cabinets and all of that? Drawers,
Absolutely.
makeup, mascara that will probably give you a
some kind of
virus.
Exactly.
I don't know what's in it.
And this
has
picture
bugs.
is actually of someone who works from their home, so it's their actual home studio. So they have clients coming into the space. So we wanted to make it really
That's where
organized.
she does her makeup, or he?
That's she has clients come in and she actually does clients makeup there. So that's
Oh,
her
I see.
profession.
So that's a professional room for her. She's
in
the
her
makeup
condominium.
artist.
Yeah, so we did it.
Oh,
so
great.
we wanted it to make look modern and hip, same
Of
as her
course,
clients.
because if you walk in and somebody's askew,
Disarray, you're going to be worried about
you
your eyes.
judge.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
judge. Yes, you do. You wonder if they've cleaned the brushes.
Exactly.
So, Shelley, modern details, modern order, and details, modern closet.
Correct.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Are you
Thank
running another triathlon?
No, I have a
Not
son.
today?
That's enough. Yeah, and I
Oh,
work
that's
hard.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not today.
Shelley Davies.